back in our seats one more time for another wonderful, wonderful Friday. Let's see what we got in store for today. Get comfortable in our seats. Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I am, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back at you again today for another reaction video. And on this wonderful Friday of stand-up comedy, we're gonna get into some more Dave Chappelle today, y'all. All right. Well, as I've said before on other videos I've done of Dave is one of the best to do it, if not the best, you know what I mean? Like, my favorite personally is George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Patrice O'Neal, Bill Burr, and Dave Chappelle, you know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. Dave Chappelle is on my list, my Mount Rushmore of stand-up comedy, but I think he might have just morphed into the best to ever do it, you know what I mean? So, hey, it weighs itself in different ways every single time I think about it and go back and look at old material when I want to reminisce and have fun. But overall, Dave, I salute you. You are one of the best to do it. And we're going to get into another one from him, and this one is going to be titled, Finds Out His Son Smokes Weed. All right, well, hey, you know, nothing wrong with smoking a little weed, you know what I mean? There's obviously, you know, too much and there's too little, you know, for certain people. I'm one of those people, man. Like, I need it every day because when I'm sober, I'm naturally just aggressive, mean, and just nitpicking at every detail, man. And you need something to bring you down once in a while so you don't end up, you know, old and alone. So, yeah, man, we're going to find out what he's talking about with this one. So, yeah, Dave Chappelle finds out his son smokes weed. And if you like this reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Keep everything going. All right. So, yeah, man, got through another week of stand-up here, and we're on the Friday, the wonderful Friday day, and to headline it, we're going to get into one of the GOATs. So, yes, let's go ahead and do this, shall we? Dave Chappelle finds out his son smokes weed right here on Eddie B TV. Wonderful Friday of stand-up comedy. Let's continue to get our laugh on, people. I know I stuttered through that, but I don't care. Let's do it. Here we go. Let's get situated with this one. Here we go.
You know how I know I'm getting old? This is embarrassing, but I was in my hotel room. I'm not gonna lie, I was jerking off, like. Okay. And I was like really sweating it out.
Oh.
And this is when I knew I was old. I just gave up in the middle, like nothing even happened.
It's like, no.
I don't like looking at my dick anymore.
Oh, really?
My dick looks distinguished. It's old, an old looking dick. It's got salt and pepper hair all around it.
Oh, damn. For real, dude?
My dick looks like Morgan Freeman in the 90s. Without the dots. My dick narrates. Dave pulled me out and started jerking me around and jerking me around.
Like Morgan Freeman.
But not with the same vigor as when he was young.
Vigor.
He and I both knew nothing was coming out.
Oh my God, he's stupid. Damn. Oh.
I see my age in my children.
Oh, really, dude? Mm-hmm.
I came home from the road. This is not long ago. I've been gone for, if you can picture, I was gone for weeks and weeks. And when I came back, nobody was home.
Oh, really?
Now, one person in my family thought that maybe I'd like to see them when I got back. Like, they knew when I was coming back, but they just weren't home. And that shit was a wake-up call. You know, like when my kids were little and the tour bus would pull up to the house, these motherfuckers would spill out. Dad is home, hooray! And they'd hug me and kiss me, and then as the years went on, they'd get less interested. Hey, everybody, look, it's Mr. Promises back from the road.
Mr. Promises? That hurts.
But empty house, that's some cold shit.
Oh, I know. Cold as ice.
And I went into my oldest son's room. I was like, hello, hello. He was gone. And I'd never done this to him before, but for some reason I just did it. I just looked through his shit.
Oh, really?
Just to see who this motherfucker was becoming.
Okay.
And I found these notebooks, and I started going through the notebooks, and it was all this wonderful poetry in them, written in his handwriting. I didn't even know this nigga wrote poems.
Poetry, my man.
And then I looked through his drawers, and I opened up his middle drawer. And I found this rolling paper.
Oh, okay. That's when he found
I
out.
looked down at them papers like, oh, that's where that poetry's coming from.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good line.
And that shit broke my heart. I mean, I smoked weed, but I mourned my son's innocence. And I cried a little bit. And I took his papers upstairs to my room. Rolled some weed that I'd hid from the family.
Uh-oh, okay.
And I got really high.
Yeah.
And then I got paranoid, so I put his papers back how I found them. So he wouldn't know what I was up to.
You wouldn't know anyway,
This
right?
nigga won't even know that happened until he sees the special.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, nigga, I found your papers.
That would be
He's
cool.
a cold motherfucker. Let me tell you, this kid is only 16 years old. Listen to what he did to me. This motherfucker calls me up in the middle of the night. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. He goes, Dad, don't be mad. I knew something was terribly wrong.
Uh-oh. What
I said,
happened?
what's going on? He said, listen, I'm fine. And don't forget, you told me to do this. I'm at a party, and my designated driver had too much to drink. And me and my friends need you to come pick us up. I said, Jesus Christ, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, nigga. I am shit-faced.
Damn! For real, dude? All right.
But I figured,
All
fuck,
right.
it's better me than some kid.
Yeah.
I might as well roll the dice and go pick my nigga up. I said, all right, I'm coming to get you.
I feel that. Don't drink and
Give
drive,
me the
by the way.
address and I'll be right there. And then he gave me the address and I was shocked. I said, son, you are not gonna believe this, but I'm at the same party, nigga.
Shut up, man. Oh, that's the end of it. All right. Dave, you was a damn fool, man. You and your son are kicking it at the same spots, huh? I don't know. Is that better for him or for you? I don't know, man. I don't know. That was funny as hell, man. All right. That was Dave Chappelle finds out his son smokes weed. Oh my goodness, it was a short clip, but I think I actually remember everything he talked about. So yeah, little room for unpacking now. The first thing is that he was just talking about how he feels his age. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what, man. I just turned 37, man. All right. And to be honest with you, I look at myself in the mirror and I still see the same person that I've always seen in the mirror, I mean, some people might notice things that I'm too biased to see for myself, you know what I mean? Maybe it's just the eyes playing tricks on you. But, yeah, I feel my age too, you know what I mean? Like I find myself getting pinched nerves out of nowhere, sometimes aches and pains that you didn't expect, can't move the same as you usually did when you was younger, It's a trippy thing, man, to deal with age. I didn't imagine that I would ever be this old, man. I thought, to be honest with you, not on some twisted kind of shit, but you know what I mean? I thought life was over for me before I even turned 18, man. I just thought that, I'm not gonna be able to handle the world. The world's gonna chew me up and spit it out and probably kill me or get myself killed, I just thought I was gonna be a horrible person, to be honest with you. But, each passing year, that goes by since those times, I be thinking, man, ain't nobody gonna take me out, man. I'm still living? Yeah, I'm still living, So yeah, feeling your age is a quite common thing. But he was talking about sweating it out, like, and then just giving up. Yeah, I'd be feeling my age in that way too if that ever happens. You know what I mean? Because usually, fellas, you guys know what I mean by this. Usually, we can get ourselves there if that's what's going on. But hey, that's another story. Ladies, don't judge, man. Y'all can't say nothing. You know what I mean? Because I'll run my mouth too. That's just what it is. But yeah, man, that was just funny when he was talking about. I don't know, man. Is that a thing? You know what I mean? Like the way he described it, I never really pictured it that way. By getting tired of seeing your own stuff, I'd be like, well, okay, I guess that. I don't know. Maybe I haven't gotten there yet. But it's not like I just adore it every day. Like, ooh, nice to see you again this morning. Like, no, don't go down like that. But yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. Hopefully, but he said he sees his age in his kids too. You know what I mean? Like, when we're young, we act like our kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't have my own kids, but I'm helping raising my lady's kids and all that. And I get tripped out sometimes as to how long I've been with my lady, because I was never with anyone longer than 2 years before I ever got with my lady today. And we've been going strong for 7 years now, And so it's kind of like cool, the kind of stuff that you notice, and some other stuff isn't so cool, but I see it and I recognize it. And it makes me think about a lot, you know what I mean? Because like, whenever I'm around my stepdaughters and stuff, they don't really get excited to see me or something like that, because I'm constantly on their ass, trying to make sure they ain't gonna be lazy and thinking they got entitlements and things like that. Try to prepare them for life, you know what I mean? I think that if I don't do anything else with my life, I might as well do that, fill them in on some things that they wouldn't have otherwise known. But yeah, man, it's just I don't really know exactly how to feel about them whenever they start experiencing some grown, like my stepdaughter Jada's in college, you know what I'm saying? And she does her thing still. She's trying to figure out who she is. And the little one under her is getting ready to go into high school pretty soon. And, it's just, I don't feel my age in them because they're not my kids, you know what I mean? But I do feel my age when it comes to how I handle dealing with them sometimes, I'll be thinking like, man, you don't think this is such a big deal, but this is a big deal, but your mouth is being closed on this end, but yeah, you could free flow speak on this end, but it's not really, doesn't matter really that much, in certain ways. But I find the happy balance in the middle, just to figure it out. But, I don't really know exactly how to feel about, well, actually I do. Let me not lie about that. I wouldn't care if I saw my kids doing things that I've done, but the thing is, I'd be there. And I just let them know what's around the corner, what to expect, and whatever happens after that. I would let my kids know that they can trust me, but it's up to them to decide if they hit me up, you know what I mean? Like, I have a problem with parents trying to be their kids' friends, but at the same time, you can't just make sure that your kids never come to you, you know what I mean, about anything. You got to give some wiggle room in how you're an authoritarian, but at the same time, hey, you're also a voice of reason and a comforting voice that they can call on and know they probably gonna get their ass whooped, but the other way they come at you makes the difference in how, if that just made any sense. You have to make sure that they can come to you, that's probably easier said than done, but hey, you gotta do something, because you can't let your kids run wild and not learn lessons from running wild. You can run wild, man, because it's to be expected, but yeah, you gotta make sure they learn lessons along the way. But I like how he closed it out at the end, you know what I mean? It's just like, son calls him up, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what I want my kids to be able to do to me. If you in some kind of trouble and something can't be done, hit me up. There's nothing I can do to punish you if you do the right thing, you know what I'm saying? It's when you act stupid and ignorant and don't confide in me when you need to, and then you end up making things worse, that's what bugs me. But overall, man, I wouldn't care if I found out that my kids smoke weed, because weed, to me, I think is necessary for everybody to a point, even though there's some people out there that probably don't prefer to smoke no weed. But either way, man, you just gotta dot the I's and cross the T's. There's a lot of things that you can do to proofread, and spell check the situation, so to speak. But you gotta be open to it, and you can't be afraid of what you find. That's why this face and this brain, I never get shocked by anything that happens, ever. That's why I guess I'm always kind of like, oddly prepared for anything that hits me. I can't speak for everybody, I can just speak for myself. But yeah, this was a very funny clip by Dave Chappelle, man, and definitely shoot me your Dave Chappelle suggestions too, man, because even though I've seen quite a bit of Dave Chappelle, there's also some things I haven't seen, and also some stuff I wouldn't mind continuing to laugh at with y'all, because I'll have something to say about it as well. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. One more time, Dave Chappelle finds out his son smokes weed, and if you like that reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Keep everything going, like I always say. So yeah, man, we wrap it up, man. Another week of stand-up coming and going, you know what I mean? And got into some new stuff, again. And also gotten into some, some familiar faces as well, because there's still a lot of stuff I haven't seen. And still hopefully continuing to laugh with you guys. And hopefully you guys are laughing with me as well. Yeah, because I'm trying to keep this whole thing going, man, and it's funner and more funner, even though that's not a word, with each passing week getting this stuff done. So yeah, this is going to be Eddie B TV signing off one more again here. Hopefully you guys loved tuning into this week, man, and the newbies I got into. And yeah, man, hopefully this continues just to keep going, man. Always looking to get into new stuff too, man. So please keep shooting me your suggestions. You know, I'm checking them out as often as possible, trying to add them into the mix. And yeah, let's just continue to keep this thing going. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in one more time, man. Stay tuned for Music Saturday tomorrow, and hopefully you guys like what I got in store. Hopefully you guys do. Love and appreciate y'all. Peace.